Well, it's a sound blending the influences of France, Israel, and Argentina, served with a touch of romance and rebellion. Here to tell us about it is the woman known as St. Augustine's busiest entertainer, ZaZa Flamenca. Good morning, ZaZa.
Good morning.
It's wonderful to have you here. So, this show that you're putting together right now is Chansons and Tango. It's songs and tango. And you're essentially putting together kind of popular French music along with the work of your guitarist, Gabriel Hermida, who's from Argentina.
Yeah, Gabriel Hermida. He's from Argentina originally. He lives in New York, and I used to play with
Argentina.
him. I used to play with him a lot, all over. We did millions of cruise ships and casinos and places and
Mhm.
venues in New York. And I moved to St. Augustine a few years ago. And this show is very special because it's just before July 14th, which is Bastille Day, the start of the French Revolution. And it's also Nueve de Julio, which is the 9th of July. Tomorrow is
Mhm.
the Independence Day of Argentina when they became independence from Spain. So we wanted to do a show about independence and
Mhm.
like a very typical French chanson like Edith Piaf and Charles Aznavour and Jacques Brel, and tango like Carlos Gardel or Astor Piazzolla, celebrating all this art and independence.
And so those are performed independently of themselves, though. Is that right? I mean, you're doing the French songs, you're doing them, in the classical style, as
Yeah,
opposed to mixing them with the sounds of the guitar that he's bringing.
yeah, we do. No, he's playing guitar. I play guitar too.
Okay.
So we play together, and some songs I just sing and play, and he's a genius on the guitar. So
Uh-huh.
I'm like, and some other songs are gonna be tango instrumentals, and it's very important for me that he's coming because in Saint Augustine I didn't find anybody that can play tango because Argentinian people are very like specific about their music and their food and their everything. So it has to be an Argentinian.
Just so.
Yeah, if you're not Argentinian, you cannot play tango. That's
And you have a very international, kind of set of influences. You speak 3 language, but you sing in 10 languages, and
I speak five.
you speak 5
I speak
languages.
5,
And and
and I sing in 10, yes. I'm working on learning more languages, but,
And is it necessary to kind of know the language and be able to sing in a language in order to perform just the wide range of styles that you do?
well, for example, I sing lots of Russian music because I love it. I started to learn Russian, but when I didn't know Russian, I do learn the meaning of the lyrics because every song is like a story, like a little movie, the beginning, a middle, and an end. And it's like you need to know the story behind the song because every time you sing it, you tell a story. Otherwise, it's boring for
Right.
everybody, right? So I do learn the meaning of the song, and then the sounds is like music. If it's a language that I don't speak, but I hear the sound of the words, so it's like a music thing, and that's how I learned the lyrics.
And so you, do a variety of styles. Do you have kind of a favorite performance space in St. Augustine? Do you have a favorite performance style, or do you really just kind of like to be as flexible and varied as possible?
I play every Sunday brunch at Casa Monica, the hotel, and every almost every Saturday at the Hilton on the Bayfront, and I really like those places because it fits my music. It's very international and very elegant and high end. But I have to say that more and more I want to do more concerts where people come for the music and not for the food or the drinks and meeting their friends. And I used to be an actress. I have an acting background, so when I'm on stage, I feel very comfortable and I tell stories. It's not just music. I interact with the audience and I
Mhm.
tell them the story about the song or the artist. And it's kind of a fun thing to all together. We're here to have a good time and learn culturally about the music and the art. And I love this. It's just
And you, for many years lived in New York.
mm.
You're just sort of a recent, arrival in St. Augustine, just a couple years now. And so what brought you here, and what is it, that keeps you here?
um COVID, of course,
Oh.
because New York shut down
Mhm.
and I had no more work. So my friend lives around in Ormond Beach, and I came with her for months. Never heard of St. Augustine in my life before. And her neighbor said, "You're a live musician, so you should check out this town because there is music everywhere." So I just went. And I fell in love instantly. The music, the setup, it looks like Europe, it looks like Spain.
Mhm.
And I was like, oh, and I play flamenco and gypsy kings and Latin music. This is perfect. So I just went around. In New York, I was a little famous, but in San Augustine, nobody knew me. But I went bar by bar, restaurant by restaurant, said, "Hey, I'm playing music. I have my guitar." And one place gave me a chance. And since then, it became amazing. And I love it. I love the people. I love the weather. I love the quality of life. I just bought a condo. which I
Okay.
never bought anything in my life. That's how much I love Saint Augustine.
So you're digging in some roots. So this event, it's called Chansons et Tango. It's Sunday, July 13th at 7 p.m. and it's at the Sons of Israel Synagogue in St.
Hmm.
Augustine.
Yes.
But you have a website people can get
Yes.
information?
It's my website is zazaflamenca.com.
Mhm.
And if you go to the website, you can buy tickets for the show. It's in the oldest synagogue in Florida. It's called the Sons of Israel. It's a very historical building, and it looks like a little theater because they
Mhm.
have two floors, like a balcony, and the acoustic is amazing. I already played there a few times. And it's gonna be just we're gonna have empanadas that the Argentinian guitar genius is gonna cook because
Nice.
he's like he's
Excellent.
gonna do the
A
Foley.
man of many skills.
Yes.
All right. Well, ZaZa Flamenca, it's wonderful to meet you. Thanks so much for coming up and
Thank
talking
you
to
for
us
having
today.
me. Thank you so much.